brain fog, foggy thinking, bad memory, can't figure things out, anxious, blue, and moody. Well, is this a new American? Is this a new paradigm in humanity? It used to not be. Let me ask you a question. Do you suffer from these things listed here? Foggy thinking, bad memory, anxious, blue, moody, can't figure things out. Well, 4 out of 5 Americans are a step away from poverty. Who would have ever thought? I remember doing a video about 3.5, 4 years ago where I said America was going to become a third world country. In some major cities it already has. Just go to Detroit. What happened to Detroit? They're kind of on a brain fog journey themselves. Well, they got cannibalized by the powers that be. They created $100,000 cushy jobs that you didn't have to do anything. You didn't even have to go to work. The biggest part of work you had to do was go out to your mailbox and run the check down to the bank. Of course, that was before they had direct deposit. Now everything's just directly deposited. But I remember when I was younger, I had a different outlook on life. About 3, 4, 5 years ago, I started waking up, and I don't know if that was a good thing, but for a guy like me, it was an impossibility not to wake up. You see, I was born in the 50s. I think differently than people that were born in the 90s or even the 80s. Because I remember America as a vastly different place. I remember America as a Christian nation. I remember praying in school, praying in public schools. And the separation of church and state is not what it is portended to be today. It's something vastly different. America was founded on Christian values, but people don't want you to realize that, so they change history and create arguments by dividing and conquering. That's the best way to call the masses, just like in the Middle East. In the Middle East, everybody pretty much got along for decades. Of course, they had their little skirmishes, but not anything like the full-blown wars that are going on today. Case in point, Libya. Libya used to be like Cancun. Remember the city Sirte? Well, Sirte by the sea, it was a vacation spot. And now families wake up covering their 5- and 6-year-old children from overhead gunfire, living in buildings that are gutted out and mortally destroyed for eternity. And that's progress in this world. See, when you create wars and you fund both sides, it's a pretty interesting way to make money. And what we're seeing now is a total breakdown not only of society, but the global society.